Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of MarkRushtonGallery.com. It is Tuesday evening, November 22nd, 2022. This video is called Dried Paintings Turn into Something Else. So last night, I worked on this painting here. And I wasn't quite sure because, I mean, you see how that is there? It's kind of it could be a large painting, but sometimes all you have to do is figure out how to mask it off a particular way with the mat board. You know, editing, masking makes all the difference. Of course, waiting until it's dry is also great. So I think I found a really good, it's this here. And so what I'm going to do in a little bit here is I'm going to go and cut it up a little bit and mount it to some cardstock. And why are you holding this Kelowna Supernatural Organic Whole Milk Vanilla Kefir bottle? You know, with it's a probiotic with 14 live cultures, small family farms, 100% grass-fed cows. It's yeah, it's got a little bit of cane sugar in there, but you know what? That's pretty much the only cane sugar I have. Way down now is it Mr. Murphy here? Who is it? Anybody here tonight? Anyway, again, as is my wont, drinking the kefir. So this is it. And this stuff's available coast to coast, apparently. Let that sink in there. Fermented milk. What's not to love? So yeah, their website is KelownaSupernatural.com. Kelowna Supernatural. Look at this. They even have a little QR code there. These guys are smart, brilliant. And of course, you can go out to their website and discover what Kelowna Supernatural products are in your area or in your store. You may be in a store and we'll just use, for example, Houston, Texas, right? Are there any stores that carry Kelowna Supernaturals? Yes, there are. Are there any that carry the organic whole milk vanilla kefir? Yes, there are. You can figure that out. That it's amazing. I've never seen a product out. Well, I haven't looked at every product there, but I've never seen a product that is so hyper focused on letting you know what they have and where it's available in your town, which store, all that stuff. Brilliant. Really like seeing that. I was worried that because I moved from Iowa City to West Des Moines that it would be hard to get, but it's easy to get here, and it's easy to get from anywhere from Washington, D.C. to Portland, Oregon, down to L.A. And I mean, I can't believe it. Delicious stuff. I know I talk about kefir, but TB Murphy in the house. The finest kefir on the planet. Yes. Because you know what? Gut health equals brain health. And I tell you what, I've needed brain health here lately. All the craziness going on in my life. It's been a week now. You know, it's been a week. It's been a week since I involuntarily left the company after 21 years. That's what I said on my goodbye email. I have involuntarily left the company after 21 years. And my wife said, you know, that sounds a little passive aggressive. And I said, really? I said, really? I said, I did not voluntarily leave the company. So I involuntarily left the company. Well, you're right about that, but it sounds like it could be misconstrued as passive aggressive. And I'm like, by whom? By whom? Somebody who is butthurt? Like, facts are facts. What are you gonna do? I didn't choose to leave. I got demand skills. Good health starts in the absolutely. And I've got some paperwork here that needs to be. I'm getting the two paintings I sold yesterday ready for shipment tomorrow. I had to go get some more stuff today, and I had other things I had to take care of. So it'll get out in the mail tomorrow. Always need at least 2 days. Of course, if things are going to be framed, I might need a few more. But these didn't need to be framed. These just needed to be mounted to cardstock, and then the mat board placed with the mat board, and then they just slip it in a regular store-bought frame. What could be easier than that, right? So what do we got here? This is last night's painting. I thought I was going to have a problem with this, and then I started moving the Ouija board here around on the everything, and I was like, I found that sweet spot. So we can go ahead and mark this off. And we'll cut that one a little further down. And we'll cut that one a little further in. I think we're good. All right, we good? Right. Just a little further down. Come on. You're cheap. You know what I need for scissors? I need scissors for Christmas. There we go. Show you how the sausage is made. There we go. So how was my day? Well, pretty good day. I got measure twice, cut once. Yep. Measure once, cut twice. That's how I do it. Got a whole bunch of music stuff done this morning. A new ambient album is ready for release by my side band. What's it called? My Love Underwater. And got that on the distributor, got that out on Bandcamp. So it's released on Bandcamp as of today. I don't have any links, but I want to make that lower. Let's take a look. I have to cut a little bit more. Like I said, cut twice, measure once. That's too much. Perfect. How's that look? I think I got enough. Yeah, we're good. And so it was all that, just moving files and that sort of stuff this morning. That was good. And then afternoon, my parents always go out to the casino. We met them out there. My wife and I met them at the casino. And I was like, I wanted to figure out how to play these multi-game machines over in the, this is Tyvek tape. So we mount the Tyvek, which is spun bonded olefin, acrylic ink on spun bonded olefin. We mount that to the cardstock paper here. And that way you can achieve this. That's perfect. That's fine. Perfectly happy with it there. So, yeah, I was trying to figure out these machines. And they all had like $3 and $5 minimum bets and stuff. And I didn't really want to bet that much. But so I was trying to figure out, well, the blackjack had a minimum bet of $3. I'm like, oh, I could play a little bit of that, maybe, I guess. As long as I'm winning, right? But I couldn't figure out how the machine worked. And there was like a help file. I went in there and I sort of read it, but I didn't, you really got to be playing with people who know how to do that stuff. So I couldn't figure out how to put that minimum bet on the thing, on the little piece of glass or whatever. I felt old. And so I just hit rebuy or whatever. There's a little button called rebuy. And so anyway, suddenly I'm playing blackjack for $20. So because whoever had been sitting there had been doing a $20 bet, but I didn't know it. And then I couldn't change my bet. So anyway, so the first hand, my bet was $20, that's insane for me. And I won. I won $20 and I won $20 on there, and I immediately stopped. And then I figured out how to bet, the minimum $3 and played, I don't know how many games, 3 or 4 games, lost. I was like, this is the bloom's off the rose. And then I was going to figure out how to do the hold'em, but that was confusing. And it was a $5 minimum bet. I'm just like, no, I'm not. And then I looked over at the table where they had the poker players. I thought, I could play some table poker. Whole table was full. Like, well, they're not going to split the table up just because I showed up on the scene. That's for sure. I was playing these slot machines and did okay. And I started fading. And then my wife and my mom were hanging out watching me play. And I just, I was winning $10 here and $5 there and $15 here and $10 there. And I'd lose a little bit or whatever. And I ended up, my limit's like $40. I'm pretty cheap. And I ended up making 79 cents on the day. So, and that was good. I know when to quit. So I got my $40 back and made 79 cents. And then, here. Yeah, they just want you to cram your money in there and show. Yes. So my dad had a little bit of a down day. He was just down a few bucks or whatever. And he had like a little voucher for $9. And we were going to leave, and my mom and dad were going to play out that voucher and head home. And so I guess my dad I don't know whether it was like the last dollar or whatever. Anyway, he won $80 on a dollar machine. That's what he does. He'll put it. He usually plays the quarter machines, but on the way out the door, he always throws a dollar or a $5 in a dollar machine, and sees what happens. Sometimes he does pretty good on that. So, anyway, my mom texted me later. Your dad was so happy. He won $80 on that final dollar or something like that. Oh, that's great. That's great. So that was good. Drove home. And it's great. It's great to be here. It's great to be able to hang out with them, talk, family stuff and fun stuff and history and everything. That looks nice. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it looks good. That's where I am. Let's get this photographed here. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Encroaching here. There we go. That's good. And I'm going to have to come up with a title for this now. What are we going to title this? Glowing green fields. There we go. They're glowing. Learn how to spell. Gotta remember that it's 8x10. So there we go. I should put these in mats, but no, wait a second. Did I photograph this the other night? Remember this one? This was a darker one. Did I get a name on that? I did not title this. Well, I don't think I photographed it. Let's do that. When in Rome, make lemonade. I know I'm probably doing this all wrong, but I don't really care. Oh. Pretty sure I took a photo of this. But we'll take another one. Now I got to come up with a name. You know what I'll do? I'll call it Another Green World. Like that Brian Eno album. No, I'm not going to call it Another Green World. That would be wrong. That would be a little too obvious. What am I going to call this? Green Evening. Let's just call it Green Evening. Don't have to think too hard of it. Green Evening. Green Evening Light. There we go. That's it. Green Evening Light. I always see artists, they're always talking about how to title paintings. Emerald Mist. Yeah, that's a good one too. They're always like unsure how to title things. And I'm like, just go with keywords. Just go with the obvious. It's okay. But, no. So you can do that. I just want to name it number 3, 2022. No, don't do that. You're not Jackson Pollock. Or who is that? Who is that one guy? Was it Turner or somebody else that called it symphonies and stuff like that? And had these mile-long. It was like a Fiona Apple album name. It just went on forever. Like, calm down, artist in the 19th century. Just call it something. There we go. Get that out of the way. Let's bring up what's important here. Oh, yes. Let's all go to the lobby. So when I got home, I had to box up some things related to the former day job. Although apparently I'm still on the payroll until the 16th. And took care of that. And then some other things I had to put had to get in the FedEx. And so, naturally I look. Which side is it? It's this side here. That's how we're doing it. I was like, you know what? I'll take it to some store. I'm not going to take it to Walgreens because Walgreens has like 1.5 employees in it. And, you spend 10 minutes just dropping off a package for FedEx in there. It's completely pointless. Never drop off a package at Walgreens. I thought it was just big enough to maybe fit in one of those little, what do they call those things? Drop boxes or whatever? But I was like trying to figure out. Here we go. Let's see here. Repaint something crappy here. Perfect. That's a perfect size. It's good. So I was like, I don't know if it's going to fit. It might not fit in the drop box. And then I don't know where all the drop boxes are here. I know there's one at Wells Fargo, but Wells Fargo has a huge. The main campus is just enormous. And so I'll go to Office Max. They're open till 8 o'clock. Oh no, they're not open till 8 o'clock. This is the funniest thing. So it's right over by Trader Joe's. I thought, well, I got to go to Trader Joe's anyway and pick up a couple little things. And I get in there, I get into the parking lot. And I'm like, why are the lights? It's 7:15 or whatever. Why are the lights off at Office Max? So it doesn't look like they're open. I get up to the door, and the sign obviously says that they close at 7. And here's the hilarious thing. This made my wife laugh later. It said it's holiday hours. So they changed their holiday hours to reduce them. It's like normally they're open till 8, but during the holidays they're open till 7. It's just like, what? What is that? Holiday hours? Oh, you know, Christmas. It's not a very big shopping season. Whatever. It's like Boston. It's not a very big college town. Driving me nuts. So anyway, I drove over by the Wells Fargo, found the drop box. It fit great. Over to the gym, a lot of sauna, a little bit of whirlpool, and I like the schedule, man. The schedule's pretty good. I couldn't go to the casino every day, but unless I won, and good luck with that, right? And I got a sort of a, I guess you'd call it a pre-interview on Monday, and I got other people that want me to call them, and that's cool. That's cool. Did me a favor. Hey, employee, you did me a favor. I was talking with this kid, he's 22, but you know, I'm 55, almost 56, so I'm an old fart. And I was talking with this kid in the sauna. He said that he did the talking. I just sort of agreed. And he was just like, I know that these days it's not the way it used to be, that you cannot have any loyalty to your employer because things are different. And I said, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. That didn't work. Let's bring out the whole line here. But then I told him, I said, you know, I'm old enough where, or at least I worked for a company where meritocracy, like you do a good job and, you know, you move up or they give you big raises or something, like they recognize your value to the company as an employee. They know that you provide value to the company, right? You're a value candidate, that sort of thing. Right? I love these. I'm going to be buying more of these, right? And while I do love the Hobby Lobby Amsterdam at times, I'm in love with the Holbein. And we're just going to, there you go. It's just full body, really full body. I'm just kind of curious what the colors do. So I just kind of want to bring this down a little bit. But so yeah, I'm talking with this guy, 22 years old, because he was describing a situation that he had to deal with at his job. And I said, I think you handled that pretty well. Like, well, a lot of people worried about, you know, they worry about getting fired and stuff. Oh yeah, you always Monday morning quarterback that. But I said that, you know, this ink ain't cutting it. Ink ain't cutting it. And I told him, I said, you know, always have a side hustle. Always have something else that you're doing that maybe people don't know about. Like art, right? Or music or whatever it is, right? Always have a side hustle. Part-time job, hobby that can be monetized in a particular way. Maybe it's not your primary source of income. Maybe it's something else. Maybe you're a fitness trainer on the side, right? Do that in the evening. Or Maybe you're, studying something else. You're studying to be a CPA. You're studying accounting. You want to be a CPA. If you're going to be an accountant, just be a CPA. Learn it. Or whatever, right? Oh, I want to learn plumbing. There you go. It's not coming out as yellow as I want it there. All right, what else have I got here? Working it, banging everything. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer that you work hard and do a great job, and there's some bean counter just, like one guy told me recently, he was talking about something that happened a long time ago. It's like, this is like something that they did back in the however long ago. They're like, well, we always have to be firing the bottom 10% or whatever, or we have to have them on notice or whatever. But what if everybody on your team is like seasoned, professional, it's a well-oiled machine, but you're told it's like Sophie's Choice, you got to get rid of one of your kids. It's like, that's not cool. You just want me to get rid of somebody because your policy is that somebody must a certain percentage. It's like a curve, right? It's like the dropout. Or like a bell curve or something like that. You've always got to, like those suits. They just can't be happy. They just can't be happy. They're just not happy. That's the great thing about art. Eventually you can be happy. I'm happy with that. That's good. Maybe it'll connect with somebody else, right? All right, we're just going to go full throttle because I know this is going to turn green. So, and a little bit of this is very much a fall field. I'll work it here. I'll work it into something. It's got to flow, Got to flow a little bit. So yeah, that just you hear things like that. I've seen that same sort of thing over the years. It's just weird trends in the corporate world. Where they just love. I love our managers are the greatest on the planet. They can do no wrong. Whereas you grunts, we can drop you at any time. For somebody in another country or whatever, somebody who can't do the job, we'll hire them anyway because we need to hire that person. Or that person who that person who doesn't work, the person who comes in at 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, and they get a little. That's when they come into work, and they get their little cereal bowl out of the desk, their cubicle, and they go in and get their cereal and milk, and they come back and eat it, kind of look through their email and type a thing or two, and oh my gosh, look, it's 12 o'clock. I gotta go to lunch. Goes to lunch for an hour or so, comes back a little bit, breaks, gotta go on the break, gotta go on a walk. Seen it. Oh, we're not going to get rid of that guy. The guy that pawns all the work off on other people. We won't get rid of him for years. And anyway, I can't get rid of him because he's actually under a different manager, and then he's just on my project temporarily. Yeah, but he's not doing anything. Why don't you tell the other manager that he's not doing anything? Oh, well, office politics. Really? Mark, we can't give you the full raise because that guy who doesn't get anything, well, Well, I don't know. What are you talking about? That kind of crap. Seen it. Lived it. That's fine. You did me a favor. No hard feelings. Twitch. We had Facebook. Facebook disappeared. That's all right. How's that looking? I'm kind of happy with that. That came together pretty quick, but and then we'll let it dry because it's wet, and I don't want to disturb it anymore. I kind of want to keep. Okay, so I get to take that off there so I don't mess it here. I like this part here with the yellow is kind of a focal point, way off in the distance, and then you get a little bit of hill, mountain, not quite mountain, but hill, blue, the blue in the distance because one of my painting teachers says, don't use black, even though I use black. Like use a blue and a purple and mix it really deep that way. Don't use black. I use black. But in this case, I'm not going to use black. I mean, you've got sort of purple skies, kind of purple and blue. And then, of course, down here, this would be your typical fall field in Iowa, where you've got maybe the soybeans are starting to change. So you get this random pattern of green and yellow and orange. But maybe further up there, we got golden, yellow, that sort of thing. So I'm pretty happy. So anyway, to get some 7-Up. Well, that's good. Well, you know what? I think I'm on a stopping point tonight. Kind of a crazy day. And I got some others. Like I said, I gotta get the 2 paintings I sold yesterday ready for take it to the post office tomorrow. Actually, I won't even have to take it to the post office. I'll just buy a label and then stick it in a mail drop somewhere. Not at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo. All right, everybody. Have a good evening. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. And we'll see how this looks tomorrow. I think I'll let this dry. And then I'll I'll photograph it tomorrow night, get in the thing, and it's a good habit that I'm getting into here. I get a good pace, and I kind of like the way that I'm fixing the old paintings or changing them. Anyway, 40 minutes. Thanks for hanging out, listening to me ramble. Talk to you later. Bye.